Steve and Dave here with the Kentucky Lake Kiteboarding Group. Today we're going to go out on Kentucky Lake near Paris Landing on the main channel and launch from the boat with the kite on the boat and the kiteboarder in the water. If you have an old kite like I have, you'll want to pre-inflate the struts so to make it easier once you get out on the water. And then next thing we're going to do is lay out the lines and rig them in a bucket for our bucket launch. Then we've laid out our bar with the lines, untangled them. We have our 5-gallon bucket here with some modifications with these elastic straps to help hold our rig and the bar. And Dave's going to show here now first. Here's our little board with 4 cup hooks on it for the rig. We've organized our kite lines to rig the kite upside down on the boat, and we put a few wraps on it to help hold it in place. Now what Dave's going to do is he's going to walk it up to the bucket, attach it to the bucket, and what we're rigging for today is to keep the kite on the boat with the kiteboarder in the water. We've had our safest and most consistent results doing it that way. We realize there are other methods, figure 8 in the bar, or keeping the kiter in the boat, letting the kite drift downwind, but we feel that we get the most consistent results this way. Now that he has the rig connected to the bucket, he's going to take up the 8 to 10 feet of slack that we have in the strings and secure them with a twist tie. What this slack allows for is, we're going to attach the strings to the bridle on the kite before we inflate, and then as we inflate and the kite stretches out, the slack will allow that kite to go to its full form in the inflated boat. Now that it's secured with the twist tie, we're going to begin coiling the rope into the bucket. When you coil the rope, you can try to go in one direction, but if it turns out that the strings want to go their own way, don't worry about it, they will usually come out tangle free. So as not to drag the rope all the way across the concrete right now, I'm going to move up and walk the bar in for him. So if you don't want to drag your bar and strings across the rough ground, you can have an assistant hold the bar and walk it in as they coil the lines into the bucket. Once you get all the way to the handle, he's going to go ahead and attach the handle to the bucket, and we also have 2 elastic ties there to help hold the handle in place.
These keepers are at the right length. There we go.
Okay, and once you have that attached and just add a measure, we just go ahead and connect your chicken loop to the handle of the bucket, and that'll help keep it out of the way. So as you go across the waves and the bucket bounces, things don't get tangled up. And now we're ready to load the boat, head out on the water. Alright, now we're out on the water. Dave's going to take our little line management device there, pull the lines off one at a time, connect them to the bridles.
this one I'm going to disconnect. Keep.
Roger. And then after we get both sides connected, then we'll inflate the kite. Alright, now we have all the 4 lines connected to the kite. We're going to remove our rig. We're going to undo the twist tie so that we have the 8 to 10 feet of slack as we inflate the kite. And then we're going to begin inflation. Okay, now we have Dave in the water. And as he walks the bar out with his board, I'm going to make sure that the lines come out straight out of the bucket.
You're drifting away from me already. I'm at the work the stage.
Alright, we have Dave now all the way out with the lines. And then we got the kite. And now I'll get ready to place it in the water for him so he can do a deep water launch.
You notice my Blair Witch Project's connector there.
Alright, we're out on the water and we're gonna rig up the 14-meter kite that we have out here. Still utilizing the bucket method. This kite is a single inflation system, so no need to pre-inflate the struts. And connecting the lines to the bridle system. And now that all the lines are attached, we'll remove the stick. Our twist tie on the 8 to 10 feet of slack that we have.
And time to inflate.
We'll begin inflation. Okay, Dave's in the water again, swimming out the bar and the board. Meanwhile, I'll ensure that the strings come out of the bucket straight. There, once he's all the way out, get the bucket out of the way, and then we'll prepare to launch the kite. Place the kite in the water, blow out to drift downwind,